Sparta! We are here to slay the fat cells! And any YouTube commenter who asked me to make him a sandwich. You are wise to make your own sandwich, peasant. I am here to introduce my wench to you. She prepares my meals and makes them healthy. Playing your shields and swords together for my kitchen wench slave, BLT. Hey guys, that was my boss, Warrior Saxa. She's kind of the brains behind the whole operation. She's the one who cracks the whip, literally, and makes me do every single video that I've ever done. I'm not dressing up this year for Halloween. This is about as crazy as I get. I'm a ninja. My boss loves to dress up. She's kind of ridiculous. It's like, grow up already. But anyway, just because I'm not dressing up doesn't mean I don't love kind of Halloween-y type stuff. So I wanted to show you guys 5 healthy pumpkin recipes. Now, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds are the healthiest of all the seeds and nuts. They are the highest in protein content. They're also super high in fiber, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask this if I don't say it, but yes, you eat the shell of the pumpkin seed just whole. The shell is very rich in fiber, and it's gonna fill you up. If you like crunchy, salty snacks, pumpkin seeds are gonna be perfect for you. What I like to do is make 2 batches. I make 1 batch of a savory pumpkin seed and another batch of a sweet pumpkin seed. Carve out your pumpkin, put your seeds in a bowl with warm water. That's gonna help all the pulp and everything separate. Put them on a little dish rag or some paper towels and just blot out the excess water. Spray down your cookie sheet or your pan, your roasting pan, with a spray of coconut oil or olive oil. Put your seeds in. This is just my own personal taste. I like to put sea salt, oregano, and I like to put a lot of everything, because then when you get the seeds out of the oven, they've got like bits of garlic and pepper and oregano, like clumps of it on the seed, and it's really, really good. These are red chili flakes and some garlic powder. Spread them on the sheet so that they're nice and even. Put it in an oven that's been preheated at 350 degrees, and you gotta keep a close eye on your pumpkin seeds. These suckers cook so fast, probably about 10-15 minutes. Once you get to that 10-15 minute mark, keep your eye on them every like 2 or 3 minutes. Keep checking them like an obsessive compulsive nut. Here's a finished batch. They're so good. They're so crunchy, and they are perfect in salads. This is also a great just anytime snack. Really healthy, really lean friendly, and your kids will probably love making these with you. I remember I used to love making pumpkin seeds so much. That was one of my favorite things to do during Halloween with my mom and my little brother. The next recipe I want to show you is pumpkin soup. Pumpkin soup is so good. If you like butternut squash soup, or if you just like soup, you need to try this pumpkin soup. It's amazing. What you're gonna need for this is 1 little baby pumpkin. Now, if you don't want to make this from scratch, you can just replace the whole shebang, the whole little pumpkin part, and the part I'm going to show you about roasting the pumpkin. You can just get a can of pumpkin. But there's something so special to me about the flavor of a freshly roasted pumpkin. It makes the soup more warm and more flavorful. It tastes so good. Big pumpkins are more for decoration. You can scoop the seeds out, eat the seeds. The meat on here tastes kind of bland and boring and watery. Side note, I tried to carve lean secrets into this pumpkin. It's L, I got to the lowercase e, and then it just all went to hell. We'll just turn this around and pretend like you did not see that. This is actually a candy onion, but if you can't find a candy onion, which is kind of a sweeter onion, just go ahead and get a yellow onion. Cut it into big, huge chunks like that. 1 inch or 1 ounce of ginger that I'm gonna go ahead and just do a very, very rough chop. Throwing that with the onion. Use 1 capful of olive oil on top. This goes into the oven at 350 degrees until it's golden, kind of caramelized, probably about 25-35. You could even go 40 minutes. You don't want it to burn, but you do want some color on it. You want it to be kind of golden. Cut your baby pumpkin open. You get all the guts out of the baby pumpkin. Then you put the meat of the pumpkin onto your grill pan, just directly into your oven, and you let it cook for about 40 to 45 minutes until you can stick a knife into it easily. After you do that, the skin will get wrinkly and it will be so easy to peel that skin off. Then you've got yourself roasted pumpkin. To replace any canned pumpkin, all you would do is take that pumpkin meat and put it in a food processor. At the end of the 40 minutes, you got your soft pumpkin meat that you've peeled the skin off of with the onions and the ginger, and you're gonna put this in your saucepan with about 1.5 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth or vegetable broth, whatever you prefer. Once your chicken broth, the pumpkin meat, and ginger is all kind of simmering a little, that's when it's time to put it into your blender. Open up that little plastic part to let some of the heat escape. Cover it with some kind of towel or something. This is a little bit thick, so what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit more broth. That looks perfect, and I'm gonna serve the soup for you in this special little pumpkin bowl. This is raw organic honey. I declare this is the best pumpkin soup in all the land. Oh my God, that is good. I'll see you in a half hour. Next recipe is pumpkin pie protein shake. 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk. This is 1 packet of grass-fed whey protein. If you don't have whey protein or you don't want to buy any whey protein, just use liquid egg whites. They come in a container like this. You cannot even taste them. They're pasteurized. And there's even a little picture of a smoothie on the side. So if you don't believe me, there's the proof. You can also use hemp protein powder, anything you'd like. I find the whey protein powder is a very creamy kind of flavor for this particular protein shake, and it makes it taste really good. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin from the can. This is liquid vanilla cream stevia, but you can use a packet of stevia, any kind of stevia you want. A splash of vanilla, some pumpkin pie spice, 1/2 tablespoon of Greek yogurt. I'm gonna toss in some frozen peaches because I'm out of ice cubes. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this into my glass. Oh my God, it tastes so good. I think you guys are really, really gonna love this. The next recipe is pumpkin porridge. These are steel cut, gluten-free oats that are very soft. They're done, and I'm leaving them in the pans. I just brought the pan over here so you guys can see what I'm going to do with them. Canned pumpkin. I actually use canned pumpkin pretty much all year round for things just like this. However much pumpkin you want to add, it's going to vary depending on your personal preference. I add just enough so that it's like a light orange color. I don't necessarily go too crazy because then I feel like it gets too mushy. Again, I'm using the Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spice, splash of vanilla, a little bit of stevia. Now that I'm thinking of it, these are kind of things that I wouldn't live without. Pumpkin pie spice, the vanilla, and the stevia, because you can use them in so many different things. And also garlic powder and oregano. Those are some things I can't do without. Also gonna add about a handful of apples, a little bit of salt. It smells like home. Does that make any sense? My house smells like home. A lot of people are so worried about eating carbohydrates. We were talking about carbohydrate cycling before. Eat carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are absolutely fine. You have to eat carbohydrates or else you'll start to get a little bit foggy. Everything's gonna feel heavy. Your feet are gonna move slowly. This is the kind of stuff that's gonna fuel your workouts and make you feel really, really good. Try to eat like 2 bowls of this. You can't. You can eat about 10 bowls of cereal, but you cannot eat 10 bowls of this oatmeal. This oatmeal, after you eat this, you're gonna feel so full. The next recipe I'm gonna show you is pumpkin pancakes. So, so good. Who doesn't love pancakes for breakfast? Also, you can use this recipe anytime to make basic pancakes. You would obviously just not use the pumpkin stuff. So we got 1 egg. And I am so sorry, you guys, but I don't always measure, and this is how I make my pancakes. I kind of go by texture and consistency. I've got coconut flour, and I'm using a tablespoon today for the sake of being professional so we can figure this out. So I got 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and 1 tablespoon of brown rice flour. Now this is when I add my egg whites. This is liquid egg whites, and I'm gonna add these and mix as I add until I get the pancake batter consistency that I'm looking for. I left out a few things that I usually add because I wanted to make this easy for you guys, but sometimes I'll add ground up flax seeds and psyllium husk. If you don't have coconut flour and brown rice flour, you should totally get it because you can use these 2 things in anything that calls for wheat, and it makes it so much better and healthier for you. It's still a little bit too thick. So I'm adding a little bit more egg whites, some salt, some stevia, vanilla, pumpkin pie spice. Pancake batter consistency is supposed to be pourable. You're supposed to be able to pour it very easily onto the pan, but then again, you don't want it to be watery. You want it to kind of drip off your fork. A heaping tablespoon of pumpkin, like a massive one. So it's probably close to 2 tablespoons. Oil your pan with some coconut oil spray. Coconut oil spray is so easy to find nowadays. You can get that at Trader Joe's for like $3-4 I believe. I've got 2 cans of it in my cabinet just in case. The way that you know when your pancake is ready to flip is when it starts to bubble a little on the top. Each pancake should take about a minute on each side, and then you're left with these magical, delicious pumpkin pancakes. If you cook them in just the right special way, they land on the plate like this. And one of them transforms into a happy little man with strawberries for eyes and an apple for a mouth. It's amazing. I think it should be a requirement if you're gonna make pancakes, you have to make a smiley face out of the pancakes with your fruit. Those are my 5 healthy pumpkin recipes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say goodbye today. Saxa is gonna say goodbye. She's not gonna see you guys for a long, long time. She's going on some kind of weird spiritual retreat in Bali to find her inner omness. I'll see you guys in the next video, and here's Saxa.
I dub thee lean warrior who can fight any good fight, who is lean, strong, and can kick the ass of any man in this land. Now go fast to leansecrets.com and visit my wench. I bid you farewell. Huzzah! How do warriors say goodbye? I don't know. Huzzah! That should work. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy Halloween! Zeus, it's okay. My dog is super freaked out right now. This? He's so scared. It's okay, Zeus. As thy will. Peasant!